Break the board sports, NHL on the ice here on a Monday. Click that like, hit subscribe. Let's hop right into it. Not going to go through every game, just going to highlight a couple. First off, Columbus Blue Jackets are at the Washington Capitals. Capitals laying $1.60 plus 135 on the comeback for the Blue Jackets. Now, 78% of ticket count, 65% of the handles on the Caps, 22% ticket count, 35% of the handles on the Blue Jackets. Your over-under sets at 6.5. 35% of tickets equaling 68% of the money to the over. 65% of tickets equaling 32% of the money is on the Caps in this one. When you dive into the handicap here, Columbus just 3-10 straight up the last 13 versus the Capitals. The Capitals have owned the Blue Jackets. Overall, their last 8 road games, the Blue Jackets are just 2-6. And Washington at home versus Columbus. Washington is 6-3 the last 9 meetings at home. The over for the Capitals is cashed for the last 6 games. But overall, at home, 13 of the last 19 have went under the total for the Capitals. And like we said, Caps 6-3 straight up their last 9 home games versus Columbus. Columbus on the year 11-8-3 straight up, 14-8 on the puck line. So again, when you're doing these parlays, alt puck line plus 2.5 in play here. Caps 11-9-2 straight up, 11-11 on the puck line. Again, Caps 7 of the last 10 meetings have went their way, including earlier this year in Columbus back on October 24th. The Caps won this one 5-1. Caps had the day off yesterday. Their last time out lost to Tampa 5-3. 2 days of rest here for the Blue Jackets coming off their overtime loss 4-3 against Detroit. This is the 4th game on the road trip here for the Blue Jackets. Look, the lean here would be the Caps. Problem is, I don't want to lay $1.60 with Washington. They're not good enough to be laying $1.60. Going to take a pass for me today. But again, if I had to make a play, I would lean Caps. I also think, again, your parlays plus 2.5, all puck line for the Blue Jackets, a good way to go. St. Louis Blues at the New York Rangers. Now, the Rangers are laying $1.42 plus 120 on the comeback for the Blues. Your over-under sets at 5.5. Now, 51% of tickets to the under, 49% of tickets to the over. That 51% of ticket count to the under is equaling 58% of the money. 49% ticket count equaling 42% of money on the Blues. Now, the side, and 74% of bets and 77% of the money is on the Rangers. 26% of bets and 23% of the money is on the St. Louis Blues here. Now, all-time Rangers have really dwarfed the Blues in New York. However, as of late, Blues have won 4 of the last 5 versus the Rangers. But the Blues are just 1-4 straight up their last 5. Same for the Rangers. They're 1-4 straight up their last 5. But 2 big stats here, and something's got to give. Rangers are just 1-8 their last 9 games at home, and the Blues are just 4-13 their last 17 on the road. For me, I like the Rangers. They're going to be a play tonight. I'm going to take the New York Rangers minus $1.42 to get their second home victory of the year. Next game I want to touch on, the Detroit Red Wings at the New Jersey Devils. Now, Hughes being out for the Devils kept me off the game. Devils laying at $1.40 plus 120 on the comeback for the Red Wings. 59% of bets equaling 47% of the money is on the Devils. 41% of bets equaling 53% of the money on the Detroit Red Wings in this game. Detroit 4-2 straight up its last 6 compared to the Devils. They're just 2-4 straight up their last 6. Against Eastern Conference foes, Red Wings have struggled there a bit as well. 2-5 straight up the last 7 games versus teams from the East. Now, the overs cashed for the last 6 games for the Red Wings, and head-to-head, Devils and Red Wings have went over the total 7 of their last 10. Devils are 7-1 straight up their last 8 home games, but again, without Phil Hughes in the lineup, I just can't bet the Devils without him there, so going to be a pass for me. One of the tougher games to handicap as well, it really a toss-up game. Kings laying $1.40 plus 120 on the comeback for the Ottawa Senators. 65% of tickets, 62% of the handle going to the Kings. 35% of ticket count, 38% of the bet going to the Ottawa Senators in this one. Now, Senators 5-2 straight up their last 7, but against the Kings, it's been a whole different struggle. 1-5 over their last 6. Now, at LA's 4-1 against the Senators, so they've dominated them overall and at home. But the problem is the Kings haven't played well at home. They're just 1-8 straight up their last 9. Huge issues there. When you dive in a little bit deeper, to the recency on this one. Now, Ottawa comes in 11-6 straight up, 6-15 on the puck line. Kings 10-6 straight up, 11-11 on the puck line. 8 of the last 10, again, have went to the Kings. They beat Ottawa 1-0 in Ottawa back November 15th. You would think Kings are nothing here, but just the whole gut feeling kept me off this one, so took a pass, but I do lean Kings in this one. Golden Knights at the Utah Mammoth. Knights laying at R15, minus 105 on the comeback for the Mammoth. Your over-under sets at 5.5. Now, 75% of ticket count, 81% of the handle is going over the 5.5. 25% of ticket count, 19% of the handle going under 5.5. When you look at that side, again, Knights getting the majority of tickets, but not the majority of money. The minus 115 has 57% of bets on the Knights, 41% of the handle. As to where the Mammoth, 43% of ticket count, 59% of the handle on the Utah Mammoth here. Vegas 3-6 straight up their last 9 overall. Utah 1-4 straight up their last 5. So this is a get right for somebody. Vegas Knights 12-6 straight up their last 18 versus the Mammoth. The under is cashed 4 of the last 5 games for the Knights. The under is cashed 5 of the last 7 for the Knights on the road. The under is cashed 5 straight games for Utah and 4 of their last 5 at home. How about an over? Nope. Under 7 of the last 10 meetings between Utah and Vegas and Utah has went to the under as well. When you look at this again, matchup 10-4 and 7 straight up for the Knights, 7-14 on the puck line. 11-8-3 is Utah, 8-14 on the puck line. These teams just played 4 nights ago. Vegas 4-1 in Utah. Now they're right back in Utah. I'm going to take the Utah Mammoth here, minus 105. So 2 plays on the day. Utah Mammoth, we got them minus 105 as a home dog. And I like the New York Rangers minus $1.40 at home there. Also, I lean Caps, but I'm not going to get to the window on that one. I don't want any part of the Devils without Hughes. Nashville's terrible. And then, again, that Ottawa Kings game is just an absolute coin flip. But we're going to go with the Rangers minus $1.40, and we're going to go with the Mammoth home dog, even though it's minus 105. Click that like, hit subscribe. Break the Board Sports, where we help you become a better handicapper. Check out our Monday Night Football show and everything else we have to offer. Break the Board Sports. God bless and happy handicapping.